man, happy as a hog, face down in the trough. No thought of the farmer's axe. He was a brute above my Asper's constitution. Yet he had not the will nor the guile to let me guide that brawn. So, in my youth, I often imagined I had another sibling, a specter of sorts, a sister. And in my mind, she and I, oh, how we would conspire. Great schemes, risk trades, rapacious plots. And should I ever find myself penniless, betrayed, rich only in enemies, she'd be at my side, axe in hand.
Hello everyone, it's Reap again. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So, this is a new video for the new Sisters of Parvos update, which just came out around a week ago. And I'm going to be showing you in this video an in-depth guide on how to kill your own Sister of Parvos. So, the Sisters of Parvos are the Kuvalich the corpus equivalent to Kuvaliches. And if you go into your codex, I'm going to go into mine right now. They're added right here. So I have multiple sisters done already. So the systems between the sisters and the Kuvaliches are relatively similar. The primary thing you need to kill your sister is your Parazon. Your Parazon, and the important thing that goes on it are your mods, which are called Requiem mods. You get these from opening up Requiem relics, which are...
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you.
These are the Requiem relics, and they're gotten from Kuva Siphon missions and Kuva Flood missions. You are guaranteed a Requiem relic drop from a Flood and a chance at a Siphon. Now, so what you're going to need to kill your Sister of Parvos is you're going to want to farm up a bunch of Requiem mods first, because you never know, like, before you know it, you're going to need more. And yeah, before you know it, you're going to need more, and it's going to be quite a pain if you run out and you have a lich waiting there. So, when you do get your Requiem mods ready, spawning a sister is a little bit different than spawning a lich. You need a Zenith Granum Crown to enter the Granum Void in a mission, which will get a candidate to spawn. And I will show you guys all that in the next clip. So, see you there. Alright everyone, so this is the mission that I usually go to spawn my sisters. So it is the capture mission on Pluto, Hydra. It is basically the alternative to Cassini on Saturn for spawning Kuvaliches. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to basically scout, either capture the target first or scout the ship for a golden hand, because you're going to need that to go into the Granum Void and actually get your sister to spawn. So I'm going to capture the target first, and then I'm going to have to look for golden hands.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive
So this can take a while. It can take a while to find a golden hand, but most of the time it should not take you that long, because there's always at least one or two. So, pardon if this takes a little bit. Okay, I found one. So, what you're going to want to do is you need a Zenith Granum coin. This is the only way the candidate is going to spawn. And you need to get at least 25 kills. You need to get rank 1 in the Nightmare Granum Void. So, you go in. I recommend getting an AoE weapon like the Kuba Brahma or Tenant Envoy or something like that. So it's easier to kill the Spectres. But if you're going for a magnetic, just use Mesa. But otherwise, I recommend going with an AoE weapon. And all you need to do is just get 25 kills on these Spectres and your sister candidate will spawn. And once you do get your sister candidate to spawn, you can always look at the weapon, and if you don't want the weapon, you don't have to get it, you can just leave the mission. And you can always try again until you get the weapon you want. Alright, so I got 48 kills. Maybe like 50? Yeah, got 50 now. So I got rank 2, so this means the candidate will definitely spawn. And you're going to want to kill the treasurer, by the way, because it will refund you your Zenith crown. You'll get refunded your Zenith crown if you kill him. So, and you're going to need a lot of those for your attempts. And now the candidate is spawned, so you can run up to it. And it has the Tenant Spyrex. It has the Tenant Spyrex, so I do not need that weapon. So I'm going to choose to extract. So I will talk to you guys again when I eventually get a weapon I do need. So I'll see you guys then. Right, so as you can see, I got a Tenant Flux Rifle candidate, so I need that weapon, so I need to Mercy it. So all you need to do is hold square and you'll perform the finisher on it. And it's going to turn into a sister. And now all you have to do is head back to your ship and it will talk to you. But first, you're gonna wanna get the crown back. Alright, so now all we have to do is head back to the ship and we'll see our sister. Alright, so now my Lich is going to talk to me, and it's going to take a planet for itself. So let's greet our Lich.
What will you become when the fire consumes you?
Alright, so each sister holds a Tenant weapon. These Tenant weapons are a lot like Kuba weapons. They have the trait of needing to be formatted 5 times to reach their max rank of 40. So like this Kuba Brahma right here. This was formed 5 times to get it to max rank. And the tenant weapons are the same. So my Lich has a tenant flux rifle.
I'll wait. In time, you will come to me.
And its element is fire, since my progenitor was Ninja. Now, your weapon bonus can have anywhere from 25 to 60% of the element. This is a really bad Corpus Sister. Well, it's not too bad, but this is one of the worst rolls you can get. Now, each Lich has their order of requiems that you need to figure out to kill it. And your sister will always take Venus first. So when you go into your star chart, you can look and it's going to take Venus. And once you level it up, it's going to take Phobos at level 2, Jupiter at level 3, Neptune at level 4, and Pluto at level 5. Now, I have a strategy for you guys. If you're doing your Liches solo, there is really no reason your Lich should ever hit rank 5. My average on killing these Liches is rank 3, rank 4 if you get unlucky, rank 2 if you do get lucky. Now usually, these Liches do get very, very tanky when they start leveling up. They will resist a lot of elements and they will resist a lot of damage. They'll have armor, they'll be very tanky. And it's very possible to prevent them from reaching level 5 and reaching Pluto. Now, the way you do this is by just taking your time with the Requiems and don't stab the Lich each time it shows up. Now, it's going to send its Hound after you, which you saw in the Lich profile page, and you're going to have to kill that dog and mercy it like you do with Kuva Thralls. Now, the best missions to do these in are exterminate missions and survival missions and mobile defense. Otherwise, you can also do interception. Sabotage can be good too, and defense, but exterminate and survival are the 2 best modes for farming these up. So once you do unveil your first Requiem mod, you might as well test it against a Lich. So I'm gonna hop into a mission and show you guys how it looks like to actually do these sister missions, and then I'll show you guys the process of actually killing it. Alright, so I'll see you then. Alright everyone, so this is my first mission for the Sister of Parvos, and I'm going to show you how I usually do this solo. So I usually have a strategy. So, you see that marker? That means her Hound showed up. A little sound effect will play like when Thralls spawn. So all you need to do is play through the mission normally. But kill the Hounds when you see them. And for killing your Lich, I recommend either bringing Mesa or Revenant. They are the 2 highest DPS or frames on Liches in general. We go down here, keep killing stuff normally, and then her Hound will... Now these Hounds actually put up a fight. Their shields are pretty tanky, but it's pretty easy to take out with Mesa. So all you need to do now is just mercy it. Like the true monster you are. And it'll give you some normal progress. And it'll take around 2 to 3 missions to fill it in the first circle, and it'll be pretty pissed off by them, so you'll be able to test it on him. However, it is best to wait until absolutely necessary when you need to test a mod on your system. They're manageable at rank 5, but they're really, really annoying, and I prefer not to let my ultras hit rank 5. Especially if you're doing it solo, they're just more annoying been difficult to take care of solo. If you're doing it in a group, then feel free to mercy your lich every time it shows up, just for the extra added requiem progress. Because every time you mercy your lich and get a failed attempt, it will give you more mana progress than So if you're playing with a group, feel free to mercy your lich every time it shows up, so they increase mana progress and faster time to take down the lich. It doesn't take too long solo though. You just have to not mercy your lich. So around halfway through this mission, around 2 to 3 hounds will spawn per mission. I will get back to you guys when I actually have my first Simona unveiled, and then I will talk to you guys when I test it out. See you guys then. Alright, so my sister has just shown up, and if you heard that noise, that means my first circle is done. So, and now my sister is here, but I am not ready to test a mod on her yet. But she will spawn with her hound, so you need to make sure to take that out first to mercy it for an extra requiem progress. And if you don't want to mercy her, you should down her like this 3 times. 3 times. If you down her like that 3 times, she will leave the mission without leveling up. So now that she's down the 3rd time, if I don't touch her, she's gonna leave the mission without leveling up. So she'll retain her rage meter, and she'll most likely show up when you're actually ready.
I am elevated, and you are trodden
So that's how you deal with your lich when it comes early. Everyone, so I just got back from my first mission, where well, not my first mission, but the mission where I revealed my first requiem. So what you want to do when you do that, you want to come back to your arsenal and check your paras on. And your first known requiem will be displayed on the left side of your screen. So in my case, it's Riss. So we need to find a Riss in here, and I have 2.
Do you think to riddle me out?
If she'll shut up. Okay, and then, so we know Riss is one of these mods. Just because Riss was the first unveiled does not mean it's going to be in the first slot. The order for these Kuva Liches and Corpus Sisters is completely random. So you could technically have Riss as your first slot, but it's not going to be guaranteed. You have to do trial and error on these Liches in order to figure out what you can do with the correct order. But you should never take too many attempts when you're doing it solo. It's easy to have it dead by rank 3 if you do it right. So I'm going to put Riss in my first slot and see if that is correct. So I'll let you guys know the next time my lich spawns and we can test it on her. My sister has somehow miraculously not spawned yet, but I did manage to figure out the second mod I'm gonna need in the order, and fortunately I already have it in the second slot. So what I advise is usually putting the first mod you unveil in your first slot and the second in the second slot, and then you'll test it on the sister. If the first one's right, keep it there, and then you'll just have to figure out the next two. If the first one's wrong, switch around these two. Otherwise, but yeah, I haven't tested it on my sister yet, but anyway, I was just letting you guys know how I usually mod my pairs on according to the Requiems, and it's useful really the way I do it. Anyway, I'll see you guys when my sister actually spawns. Alright guys, so my sister is just spawned, so I'm gonna take out our hound first just for the memory, and then I'm gonna test my wrist on her to see if it works. Alright, let's walk up to her and test it. And it looks like wrist is not right. It's not in the first slot. Kind of kicks your ass if you get the incorrect mod, but gives you a lot of memory progress. Anyway, so she's level 2 now, so she's gonna move to Phobos. So I'll see you guys next time she spawns so we can test a different mod on her. Okay, she has shown up again, so we can attempt on her again.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
If I can get close to her.
It will buy you more time.
I want to get her hound down first.
Did you prepare wisely? I doubt it.
Okay, got our hound, and now I can get her. Let's see if this is correct. Yahoo? Yep, Yahoo's right. Let's see if wrist belongs in the second slot.
Parvos, we are deathless.
Nope, wrist is not there. But now we know, we're gonna know what the third mod is when we get back to the ship. So we'll know how to kill her now, because wrist is in the third slot. Now we know that since we tested it on her. And we'll know what belongs in the second slot when we get back to the ship. So I'll talk to you guys back there, and then we can vanquish the Sister of Parvos. Alright, so the third mod is Vom. So we need wrist here, and then put a Vom there, and now we have the correct order. So you should usually, with this strategy, you should usually have the liches dead by at least rank 3. Rank 2 if you get lucky, and rank 4 if you get unlucky. These liches shouldn't really reach rank 5 at all, in my opinion. So now we can actually go kill her, and I might as well show you guys how to make use of this gear item called the Requiem Ultimatum. It is, you can basically summon your lich to fight you. It's like a lich beacon. So if you don't want to wait for it to spawn, you can just use this. So we might as well use this so we can like just kill her right away. And there's also a new Requiem mod out called Ul right here. It is a wild card Requiem mod, so if you, for instance, if I put Ul in the middle slot right there, Ul would basically take the place of Vom. It would act as Vom in this sequence, but I'm not going to do that because I have no Voms to lose. Alright, so I'll see you when I spawn her. Alright guys, so I'm about to spawn her. I'm just going to take care of this nullifier first. And it seems one of her dogs is heading my way. But I'm going to spawn her right here. Let me get up my buffs and then have her come in. There she is.
Sooner or
Now, these liches can get very tanky, showing as my Peacemaker is not doing much to her right now. And the Hound just put my Peacemaker on cooldown. Little bastard.
Let me teach you the value of breath and blood.
It was really annoying when the Hounds do that. But now we can finally focus on her.
We'll be done when I say we're done. This will be over disappointingly fast. I honor your desire to be torn asunder. My hound shall have the scraps. Hound, die for me.
Alright, as you see in the bottom of the screen, she will flee to Neptune Proxima. You'll need to get in a railjack mission to actually kill her. You've weakened her now, but she flees to her capital ship, and you have to actually go in your railjack and chase her to actually kill her. Anyway, I'll show that footage when we come to it, but I'm going to complete this mission first. See you then. Alright everyone, so we're in the mission to actually take down the Sister of Parvos, so I'll play the full mission without talking. So, hope this shows you how to actually kill her. So she'll have specters, 2 Warframe specters, and her Hound before you can actually damage her. So, you'll need to take down those first, and you'll need to destroy 2 security nodes and 2 cruise ships before you can actually board her ship. So anyway, I think we're about to finish loading, so I'll play through the mission now and shut up.
To me sooner or later. Now, here you are. Target locked. Fire torpedo. Cruise ship, launch. Torpedoes away! Fighters, swarm them! Another cruise ship!
This is Sister Vala Glarios, dispatching fleet support. We stand with you.
Let's not make your death a boring one. The Founder is watching. You, impaled on the prow of my ship. A living figurehead. Screaming.
Sister, your desire has been rewarded with protection from Brother Parvos. Deploying Spectres. May they be your shields.
Is it still here? Is it persisting?
Spectres down. This must now be your final stand, sister.
I have them. The hunt is on. Parvos wills it. Harder, idiot!
And that is your Sister of Parvos dead. At just level 3, 4, or 2, depending on your luck. But once you get back to your orbiter, you'll have a nice shiny new tenant weapon and her hound. So I hope this guide helped you guys. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Have a good day.